Welcome ladies and gentlemen to the 16th edition of the Midnight Run. I am your host Grace Matthews, and to my left is my co-host partner Ethan Hunter, and tonight we give you coverage on Rodney King, the man whose vicious beating at the hands of police officers sparked the infamous LA riots of 1992, was found dead in a swimming pool. Now more with Ethan.
According to the Daily Beast, late Saturday night, 47-year-old Rodney King was up talking with his fiance, as reported the California Alto Police Department. In addition to that, officers stated the couple supposedly stayed up late, regularly relaxing on their patio. However, Captain Rodney King tells the Daily Beast a few minutes after the couple last spoke, Cynthia Kelley heard a splash and proceeded outside to see what occurred. Unfortunately, she found King at the bottom of their pool. Nevertheless, she stated to police that she tried to rescue him, however her fiancé was down deep and she could not go down to get him because she was not a very good swimmer.
Nonetheless, Kelley called 911, and as a result officers came and jumped into the pool completely clothed. Although when they hauled King out, he was unresponsive. According to Danda, one of the officers reported no evident indications of trauma on his face or body. Furthermore, Danda disclosed the Daily Beast there was no evidences of any conflict, and we have no indication that there was a quarrel or fighting between the two. Nevertheless, he added that King was an avid swimmer. Furthermore, Danda said that they are not sure if King had a heart attack or jumped into the pool in the dark and hit his head. Additionally, there was no blood at the scene or anything to suggest trauma. Nevertheless, Monday morning an autopsy is slated for 8 a.m.
Conversely, certain news reports claim that King was uncovered naked. However, Danda wouldn't confirm. On the contrary, he did repudiate other reports that screams and sobs were picked up from the King household earlier that late afternoon. In addition to that, Danda stated that Kelley was very distressed after King was hauled out of the pool. She didn't even go with him to the hospital. When he conversed with her, she was in her night attire. Also, the Alto Police Department Sergeant Richard Royce disclosed that they were investigating whether drugs or alcohol were influencing King's death. In final analysis, this case is very bizarre. There are too many unknowns to this case to say what really happened. I wonder if his death was an inside job, suicide, or was he really under the influence of drugs. Nevertheless, King did state recently that he's still somewhat feeling the effect of what happened to him in 1990s, which could still have some bearing on what happened tonight, for the fact he may have not have fully healed from the trauma he sustained in 1992. But regardless, the autopsy should give more insight on what happened. I have to say it's sad that Mr. King's life was cut short under these circumstances. Nevertheless, he will always be remembered for saying, "Can't we all get along?"
Well, this concludes tonight's broadcast, and we hope you will tune in for the next edition of the Midnight Run. I'm Grace Matthews signing off.
And I am Ethan Hunter signing off. And please, if you have something to add on the topic of tonight's broadcast, please comment below.